Ahan moves into bowl to Chase, and Chase drives this ball down to long off for a single, and West Indies move up to 150. So that's the 150 for the West Indies as they are chasing 185 to win the third and final ODI against the United Arab Emirates. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. Thank you for tuning in, and please smash a like on the video and click on that subscribe button. What should have been an easy chase have now become a tricky chase because the West Indies batsmen have been playing some poor shots. So as we look at this now, 150 for 5, we need another 36 runs, 35 runs to win. The number of deliveries remaining is not an issue as the left arm spinner goes over the wicket and he bowls to Reef, and Reef places down to wicket. Don't worry. West Indies will not lose this one. Probably the two best players in the West Indies team are now at the wicket. Maybe the two greatest players in the West Indies team, Reef and Chase at the wicket. Ask Desmond Haynes and he will tell you that these two players at the wicket are probably the very best players in the West Indies. So don't worry, relax. It's Reef and Chase at the wicket, our two great players. No need to worry. As he just whips that one down to mid-wicket, and again he can't score. The score remained at 150. So Reefer is on 1 from 4 delivery. Chase is on 9 from 12 deliveries. West Indies was cruising along at 139 for 2, and then we just start losing wicket. We're now 150 for 5. Hodge, the latest to go, carelessly stump without scoring as Reefer seconds over his bat. As Aaron, the left-arm orthodox spinner, now chooses to go round the wicket and he bowls to Chase, and Chase stroked this ball nicely down to long on for a single, and the score moves up now to 152 for 5 at the end of the 27 overs. Welcome to the show, everyone. Please smash a like on the video and click on the subscribe button. I apologize for being late, but there were so many issues this morning and I got held up on the road. I went on the road to do some things and I really got held up, but I'm glad that I'm here. I'm always welcome in the community. Easy win. Let's hope so. I was looking for an easy win, but 152 for 5, it now becomes tricky. I'm not saying that we will not win, but it becomes tricky. But I'm comforted by the fact that Reefer, who Desmond Haynes believes is the best batsman in the West Indies, is at the crease. So don't worry, relax. We are going to win this. 155 for 2, Kartik, the googly bowler now, right arm over the wicket, bowl to Chase, and that one comes back. You must expect Kartik to bowl the googly. He has not bowled a leg break so far in the 3 matches. He just continues to bowl googlies and bowl straight deliveries. So we watch this. 152 for 5. We're in the 28th over. Well bowled by Kevin Sinclair. What a bowling performance by Kevin Sinclair as we watch the right arm leg spinner, Kartik. Over the wicket, bowl to Chase outside the stump, and he drives this to the man at cover. Can't beat the field, and there is no run. The score remained on 152 for 5. The wicket is not the issue here. No problem with not the wickets, the number of deliveries to be played. And so West Indies should get home, but it has become tricky. So as Chase drives that one to the right, left of the man off the cover fielder, and West Indies gets another single. So 153 for 5. We're in the 28th over. You know, I'm mumbo jumbling my way through. I'm just not quite second as yet, but I'm getting it together. 153 for 5. Kartik was gotten a 2 for 32 from 6.3 overs so far. Reefer is on 2. Chase is on 11. West Indies needing 185 to win, are now 153 for 5. And just a little tricky, as I said, it just getting a little tricky as we watch Kartik now to bowl to Reefer. And Reefer on the back foot can't beat the man at mid-off when there's no run. He plays a back drive to the man at mid-off who moves smartly to his right and field. And there's no runs as Kartik continues to bowl. As Kartik, the right arm leg spinner, who bowls a number of googly, bowl to Reefer, that one outside the leg stump, and he turns it down towards the square leg boundary. They went gone for 1, that's all they will get, despite the misfield, because they just dropped through. There were no urgency, but 2 was there. If they had run hard, they would have gotten 2. So it's 155 for 5. Reefer is on 4. Chase is on 11. Let's watch as Reefer seconds over. Yeah, well, they did run 2 to their credit. They did run 2. Well, my screen came up late. They did run to as Kartik ball to reef again. Another googly reefer playing for the leg break, beaten by the googly. At the end of the 28th over, we are 155 for 5, chasing 185 to win. Hello, everyone. So Brian H, Kevin Sin, Brooks. Let's see, Sheldon Smith. Let's go through the Brooks and Carter cannot bat in the middle order at a strike rate of 0.67. Okay, so he's saying that these two have a strike rate of 67, so they cannot bat. What strike 0.67? I think you are just trying to be different, and you think you are saying that it is 67. Okay. Kevin Sinclair is killing it. Well done, Kevin Sinclair. Again, Kevin Sinclair is putting a lot of pressure on Chase. I am not going to be here to say that Kevin Sinclair should go to the World Cup. I have made that statement already. I would have picked him in my World Cup squad. But as I have often said, we have to back the players who are in that World Cup squad, because when it comes to the nitty-gritty, it's those players that are going to Zimbabwe that we have to depend on to win. So we wish Chase all the best of luck in Zimbabwe. As Reefer strokes this one down to long on, and they are through for a single, and the score moves up to 157 for 5. Chase is now on 12, Reefer is now on 5. So Kevin Sinclair, I'm happy that he's putting pressure on them. Good afternoon, Mr. Brown. Valerie Hoare, welcome to the show. Merrick, nice half century from Alec. It was a splendid half century, 65 from 45 deliveries. As Chase opened the face of the bat and guide this down to the man and the cover boundary, and we're through for another single, and the score moves up to 158 for 5. Ayan is in his 9th over, 2 for 39 so far, from 9 over, from his assistant is as he comes over the wicket to bowl to Reefer, and Reefer drives back to the bowler who field, and there's no run. 158 for 5. We're in the 29th over. Let's watch Ayan Khan as he comes in now. Over the wicket, left arm slow orthodox spinner, bowl to Reefer, and Reefer defends down on the inside of the pitch, and the man's at a short mid-wicket field, and there's no run. So West Indies continue now just to plug away. As we watch Ayan, right arm. Now he moves to run. He's just showing the dismissal of Brooks. So Brooks just picked out the man on the mid-wicket boundary as Ayan over the wicket bowl to Reefer, and Reefer drives down to long on. 159 now for 5 at the end of the over. So West Indies sticking it over. It's a little tricky chase, but as I said, the two best batsmen, according to Desmond Haynes, the two best batsmen in the West Indies test team are at the crease, so we need not to worry. Yeah, indeed, Atanase look good. He can bat at number 3. But he's looking very, very good, and he's putting pressure. The good thing, what I love about Atanase, although he's not in the World Cup squad, and he would have faced a number of disappointments, he's putting pressure on those in the squad. Over the years, a number of times over the years, we would have called for players in the West Indies squad to be dropped. But now we have players who can replace those in the squad, because the issue over the years is that we didn't have anyone who was really putting pressure on those who were playing. But now we have players like Kirk McKenzie and Alec Atanase, both stars from the 2018 World Cup, Under-19 World Cup. Remember, they were there at the Under-19 World Cup. So now they are putting pressure on the batsmen in the West Indies team, and we love this. Atanase look good. I always have him to open. Good morning, Mr. Cricket Forum. Good afternoon. Mr. Carty is not good enough. He needs some help with his batting techniques. I was not expecting Carty to be in the World Cup squad. I said it before, even Carty, most ardent fans, even his most ardent supporters were surprised that he was selected for the World Cup squad. But again, let us wish him luck. And again, let's hope that he performs well at the World Cup. Welcome to the show, Frank. Nice to see you. I think it's the first time I'm seeing you. Welcome to the community. Glad that you are contributing. Good afternoon, sir. Yes, tricky, but we should get home. There's no scoreboard pressure. Thank you for that. That's a good comment. I agree with you, Frank. We should get home. 161 for 5. We are now in the 29th over. Kartik to continue. So He will be bowling to Reefer, who is on 7. Chase is on 14. The score 161 for 5. Hooper with his hands at his jaw, with his hand at his right hand at his jaw. Is he worrying as Kartik bowled to Reefer, beat the man at short mid wicket, and it's down towards the man on the mid wicket boundary, the sweeper on the onside, and they're through for another single. Reefer now moves up to 8. Chase comes into strike on 14, 162 for 5. We're in the 30th over. Let's watch. The right arm leg spinner, Kartik, is moving into bowl to Chase. Up on balls to Chase. And Chase swing this away. Down behind square into the boundary for 4, 166 for 5. Good shot there by Chase at the end of the 30th over. Butternut Southwell, welcome to the show. They just need to take their time, always doing nonsense. Yes, there were some careless shot and there were some soft dismissal. That reverse sweep was unnecessary. That flick by Brooks down to them, picking out the man on the mid-wicket boundary. It was a very, very soft dismissal. Frank, I really like the look of Athanaze. Brooks or Carty, we can't play both. Yeah, I agree with you. I love the look at Athanaze. He's not going to the World Cup, but he continues to perform. He's having a very, very, very good 2023, and we wish him all the best. I'm really looking forward to see him against India. As I said before, it will be very, very disappointing. People will have questions to answers if he's not in that team against India. As Rohan bowls to Reefer, and Reefer just plays the ball into the onside, and there's no run. 166 for 5. Rohan round the wicket, bowling off spin, bowl to Reefer. Reefer on the back foot, beats the bowler, and they are through for a single as the ball goes down to long on, and the West Indies score now pushed up to 167 for 5. We're in the 31st over, being bowled by Rohan. Rohan, who have gotten none for 19 from his 3.2 overs so far. He's bowling off spin. He now switches to over the wicket to bowl to the right-handed Chase, who is on 18 from 20 deliveries, as he makes some adjustments to his field. As Rohan over the wicket, bowl to Chase, and Chase drives down to the man on the long on boundary, and they're through for a single. The score moves up to 168 for 5. So West Indies now just ticking it over nicely. Chase and Reefer, as I said, they are two competent batsmen, and they're our test batsmen. They bat 3 and 5 in our test team. So they are doing what they are supposed to do, just taking it over as Rohan ball to Reefer, and Reefer drives this ball down to the man at short mid-wicket, and there's no run. Rohan in again, round the wicket, ball to Reefer, and Reefer using his wrist here, just opening up the face of the bat and just guiding it into the offside, and they're through for a single, 169 for 5. As we approach the end of the 31st over. So Rohan is back into the attack, and none for 21 off his 3.5 over so far. Let's watch as Chase is back on strike. He's 19 from 21. Adjustment being made into the field. Rohan switched to over the wicket. He hints and bowl to Chase, and that one short. Chase on the back foot, and he clips it down towards the mid-wicket boundary. The man from long on has to give Chase, and they are back for the second. So it's now 171 for 5 at the end of the 31st over. Happy to see Sinclair getting a place and making the best of it. Yes, well done by Kevin Sinclair. I was looking at it, and I was saying that he got 4 wickets from 7.1 overs. And Chase, who played all 3 matches, I did not get an opportunity to double check how many wickets Chase have gotten in all 3 matches. But Sinclair, in 7.1 overs, I've gotten 4 wickets. Have you gotten more wickets than Chase in the series? Can someone check that for me? As I said, I was on the road and I did not get to do a lot of research before I come on, but I really want to be here with the community, because when I'm here, I'm happy that you guys make me very happy. The bantering is good. It's always nice to be here. Sheldon, our bowlers will not do as well against the better teams. So our batters need to score faster. Yes, well, the better teams, and also we will not was. Yes, I agree with you. I take that point, Sheldon. No complaint there. I take that point. Alex to replace Brooks and Carty. Well, but Alex is not going to the World Cup. Brooks and Carty are going, so we wish them the best. We really wish them the best as they go to the World Cup. What is happening? I see Odin Simit there with some gears in his hand. Probably something happened to someone on the field as we watch This is the start of the 32nd over. So the fast bowler, this looked to be the left-arm fast bowler, Junad, that is Siddiqui. What's this fast bowler name? His name has not yet come up on the screen. It's the left-arm medium pace bowler. Is bowling over the wicket to Reef, and Reef cuts outside the half stump and miss. So the score remained at 171 for 5. 171 for 5 is the score. As I think it's Ali. This look like Ali. Is it Ali? 171 for 5 as he moves in over the wicket, ball to Reef, and Reefer stand up tall and stroke the ball to the man at cover, and they've gone through for a quick single. That's very good running between the two veterans in the West Indies team, Chase and Reefer. So Reefer moves up to 11. Chase remains on 19. That was a well-timed single, well-run single by the West Indies batsmen. They're through quickly. 172 for 5. Chase is on strike now. He's on 21 from 22 deliveries. They're making some adjustment in the field. I don't know what the selectors does be looking at to leave at Alec and Sinclair out of the World Cup squad. They should not have left them out of the World Cup squad. I agree with you. Chase has opened the face of the bat, but cannot beat the field at backward point, and there's no run. Welcome to the thank you. Thank you very much. Welcome to the show. Mace, thank you. First time here. Welcome. Glad to see you, John. John, welcome too. Hello, Professor. Any news about the dubious authorities stealing the World Cup? Love to the community from New York, Yorkshire, Robbie. No further news. I just think it is a rumor. And that one was short, and Chase looking to pull, get the top portion of the bat, but it just lobbed to mid-wicket out of reach of the fielder, and they are through for a single. So that one bounced more than Chase expected. He was late into the shot. It just lobbed just at the edge of the square, and the fielder at mid-wicket could not get close. Good sharp bouncer there from the medium pacer. 173 for 5. We're in the 35th over. Reefer, it's on 11. He's back on strike. Chase is on 22. As we watch, 173. West Indies needing another 12. Ball to Reefer, and Reefer pulls this down to the man on the square leg boundary, and they're through for a single. 174 for 5. We are the final delivery of the 32nd over to be bowled. 11 runs needed. West Indies is cruising to victory. Let's look at this final delivery of the 32nd over. Sam is smiling. Well done. He's smiling. This is a 3-0 series sweep. 174 for 5. I predicted this is a 3-0 series sweep. Some persons were saying that we must not underrate the UAE, but I expected nothing less than 3 comfortable wins. Again, he's short. Again, Chase attempted the pull. This time on the ground, the fielder from mid-wicket gave Chase and picked up about midway to the boundary, and they are through for another single. It's now 176 for 5 at the end of 32. 175 for 5 at the end of 32 overs. Exactly 10 runs needed from 108 deliveries. So the drinks break. So, as I said about the World Cup, the rumors, I think this was started by someone who's looking at what we'll say now, someone who's looking some attention. Maybe attention is not the right word, because I do not want to sound too harsh. But I have checked extensively, and I cannot see anywhere this coming from anyone in authority. I have not heard it, and as I said on Tuesday, I have made contact with Cricket West Indies. I've written to them twice, sent 2 emails to Cricket West Indies, and I've not gotten any reply. I think that if there was something truth to the rumor, Cricket West Indies would have to make a statement already. They cannot allow this rumor to fester if there's some truth to it. Because remember, not only the governments in the region are making preparation and are investing in the stadiums to spruce them up a little, persons are saving and are planning towards this. Persons are going to use this as their vacation. Persons are going to use this as their honeymoon. Persons are going to use this to celebrate their anniversary. So you just cannot make such a decision and have not communicated with the people. So I really think that the World Cup is going to stay in the West Indies and the USA is going to get some matches. 176 for 5. Frank, how you doing? Good afternoon, Sheldon. You have got a point. However, I think there was a bit of silliness in the selection. Okay, so Sheldon and Frank, I love it when persons are having a good banter and are expressing different views in the chat. I enjoy that. You by now know that I enjoy the different banter in the chat. So this is now 178 for 5. We're in the 34th over. So Reef on 13, Chase is on 12. West Indies needing another 7 runs to win. Who do you think is the man of the series? Who do you think is the player of the series? Now, yes, put your player of the series in the chat. Let me see who you think is the player of the series. With West Indies only needing 7 runs to win, 3 comfortable victory, 3-0, we are beating the UAE as was expected, despite the doubting Thomases, despite the pessimism, despite persons saying that it's only the UAE, but we are beating the who are in front of us. And so give credit to the players. So put in the chat, who do you think is your player of the tournament? And who should be man of the match for this match? Who should be the player of the match? Should it be Kevin Sinclair? Kevin Sinclair will be an automatic pick to represent the West Indies cricket in all formats going forward. I wouldn't necessarily be an automatic pick, especially in the T20, but I expect him to play in the Test cricket and I expect him to play ODI. But welcome to the show, welcome to the show. Absaki, welcome to the show. Thank you for making your comments. Thank you for expressing yourself. I would say T20, I would say ODI and Test cricket. You think he will be an all-format player? I have no issues with your views. Chase turns that one into the onside from the left arm medium pace ball and there's no run. 178 for 5. I'm just trying to go through your comments because the match is closing in on a victory. Runs on the board is always good. While they are looking good, I don't like the position West Indies are in this match. Ain't supposed to be so close. Well, yeah, I think some careless shots. There were 2 or 3 careless shots that should not have been played. And I'm particular did not like the dismissal of Hodge. I just did not like it. Yes, Daniel, I don't think we should have lose more than 3 wickets to get this 185, but they said that cricket is a game of glorious uncertainty. But I support your point. I support it. Alec Athanaze has earned a place in the West Indies team. Sure, he should be there now. He should be there. West Indies could stress man hard. Breaker environment, yes, at some time, but we're going to win. But we're going to win, yes. So please put in the chat. I want you to put in the chat who you think is your player of the series. You have won the tournament. Good day to all. Sorry for joining the broadcast so late. That's okay, Sylvester. Yeah, welcome to the show, man. We're glad to have you here. We're very glad to have you here, and we're glad that you are contributing. Breaker environment, please put in the chat who is your player of the series. Alec look like a player who putting it to you can bowl to him. Alec look like a player who putting it to you, you can't bowl to him. I agree with your breaker environment. That's the good thing about Alec Athanaze and someone like Brandon King. You cannot bowl to these batsmen. They're always going to score. Once they're at the crease, they're going to score. You cannot pin them down. You have to out them. And remember, I keep on telling persons that Alec Athanaze went through a lean patch, probably COVID has something to do with it. But at the 2018 Under-19 World Cup, Alec Athanaze was the leading scorer. He outscored Brooks. He outscored Subman Gill. He outscored Finn Allen. You name it. He outscored those guys. So he's just now living up to his expectation. And long may his consistency continue. Juna Davis, welcome to the show. Remember, half of this West Indies team will not go to Zimbabwe. Yes, less than half. Yes, that is true. That is true. 8 of the play, no, well, it's now 7 because Charles has replaced Motti in the squad for Zimbabwe. So 8 of these players will be on their way to Zimbabwe. Let me say something about the replacement of Charles in the squad to Zimbabwe. When the original squad was picked, I was disappointed that Johnson Charles was not in that original squad. I believe that Johnson Charles should have been in the original squad. But taking out Motti out of the squad and putting in Charles, my opinion, I would have gone for Sinclair. I would have gone for Kevin Sinclair. And so I would have gone. I have no issue with Charles being in the squad. You will look back at the video, which I did when the squad was picked, and I said that Charles should have been in it. And I'm saying again, Charles should have been in the original squad. But having not been in the original squad, Raymond Reefer out caught. So Reefer gone for 15. So the great batsman Raymond Reefer has gone for 15 from 20 deliveries or 30 deliveries. So Raymond Reefer is out. As a big bat, you must not out at this time. You need to see your team through to victory. So West Indies have lost their 6 wicket. So that is my position. I would have selected Charles in the original squad, but I would not have selected him now to replace Motti. I would have gone with Sinclair. But I hope that he will perform well in Zimbabwe. They make the original squad. This qualifying squad is for qualifying alone. UAE play better today. Breaker environment, they play better. Yeah, are you saying they play better than the West Indies, or they play better than how they play in the previous 2 matches? The West Indies played better than them today, breaker environment. We played better. The team that plays better always win. If you're saying that UAE played better today than UAE played in the 2 previous matches, I am okay with that. But the West Indies play better than the UAE in all 3 matches. You always win if you play better. You cannot play better and lose. West Indies should do away with the position of selectors and let the coach and his staff carry out that function. Then hold the coach accountable as it relates to the team performance. Peter Ansel, you will get a lot of support there. It's something that goes through my mind too. A number of persons think that this should be the way. The head coach should be in charge of everything and of his scouts and so on, of his team around him. He has his scouts and so on. So you will get a lot of support there. But on the other hand, there are those who will not support it. But nothing wrong with that. You will get a lot of support. Sylvester, how are you doing? I am disappointed with the latter part of what I'm seeing and passing for batting at this level. Batsmen not using their feet, although we well on our way to a comfortable win. Yes, the batting in this match has been disappointed, except for Alec Atanase. I cannot say much else about the batting except for Alec Atanase. He stood out and he's showing. Now, tell me something. Is it we alone see that Alec Atanase is better than the rest of batsmen that we have? Is it only we in this community? Are the selectors not seeing that the young man is better than most of the other batsmen that we have? I can't understand. Frank, I agree that Kevin Sinclair looks like an all-format player. He seems to have the kind of mindset and sound temperament that allows him to adapt to game situation and requirement. And we saw that in the regional 4-day tournament. We saw that in the unofficial test series against Bangladesh. A number of times he shows it. You have too many crazy people on your channel. Brooks is one of the more consistent players on the side. Why are they calling for him to be dropped? He averaged in the 30s on the 25 matches. Now, the thing about it, Bertram, you have to realize that in this community, we have to allow all to express themselves. I pride myself on being able to accept others' opinion, to able to tolerate others' opinion. I am mature enough to tolerate others' opinion. I have said it more than one times. And to be honest with you, for me, Brooks was the second leading run scorer for the West Indies in 2022. He have not so far repeated that form for 2023. My personal position, I do not have an issue with Brooks in the squad going to the World Cup qualifiers. However, if they'd leave him out, I would still not have an issue. So that is my personal position. But we sort of like, I try my best. I think I pride myself on my maturity to know that everyone's opinions are welcome. You know, I pride myself. And as I said, Brooks was our second leading run scorer last year. So it's hard to drop Brooks from out of the squad. But if he was not in it, I would not have complained. He is in it, I'm still not complaining. I am comfortable with Brooks in the squad, and I'm comfortable with him not in the squad because he performed well last year. But since this year, he has not done as well as he did last year. And you're as good as your last performance. Thank you. Oh, Merrick, I think Cedar Bryce CEO has disclaimer out rubbishing the rumors. I think this Cedar as a disclaimer out rubbishing the rumors. Thank you for that, Merrick. Well done. Well done, Merrick. Thank you for that. I have not seen it, but thank you. And that is why I love this community so much. They're on top of things. When you come here, you expect to learn because, as I said, you are more intelligent than I. I am just one person. So the mass is always more intelligent than the individual. One run for victory. Have you been putting your player in the chat? 184 for 6. Chase. And he just drives that ball into the offside. And no run. And the score remained at 184 for 6. So Chase is on 27. Kemo Paul is on 2. Why Kemo Paul batting ahead of Sinclair? Brandon King, the player of the season. Okay, Bobby Bonds, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Sheldon Smith said, Charles, OF, who's OF? My OF, Maysmas, my OF. Who's OF? OF, who's OF now? Who's OF? King is my man of the series, man of the tournament. So good and different opinions coming through. My man of the series is definitely Brandon King. So majority of the persons are saying that Brandon King. So please put your man of the series. So West Indies have won and have taken the series 3-0. Well done, Cricket West Indies. Well done to the West Indies team. I predicted that it will be a 3-0 series victory. This one was a little too close though. It was too close to comfort. The first two matches, we won those first two matches very comfortable. Cedar Bryce, typical. No response. I hope that you are right. The Phoenix will rise. You have no idea of the amount of fans that the West Indies have up in freezing Yorkshire. You win this one. You will win. Thank you. And we have won. Thank you for your comment. Okay, there are a lot of West Indian fans in Yorkshire. Tell them to subscribe to the channel. Please just slash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. Share the channel with them. Just share the channel with them, please, and subscribe to the channel. King, sorry, Melius. I don't have my glasses, it's Mace. My player of the series is King. Man of the match is either Alec or Sinclair. Okay, good. I love the views coming in. King, player of the series. So King seemed to go on with it. Oh, welcome. Thank you, Camo. Thank you for being here. Welcome to the show. How are you doing? You're popping in. Thank you. Nice that you are here. Welcome to the show. I'm very glad that you are here. I'll see you soon. Thank you, my friend. Well done. Sheldon, you're man of the series. Sinclair, your man of the match is Sinclair. Who's your man of the series? So West Indies have won the match and have won by 4 wickets. A good innings by Alec Atanez and 4 wickets by Sinclair. Good afternoon, everyone. Jerome Smalls, how are you? Who is your man of the series, Jerome? My man of the match today is Kevin Sinclair. Okay, good. Alec Atanez made 65. I don't see Charles as nothing but T20 player. Kevin Joseph. And that's again, that's what I like. Different opinions coming through. And Kevin Joseph is saying that Charles is only a T20 player and he should not be in the ODI team. Different opinions coming through. And that's what we do. We voiced our opinions. I love it. Frank, I could be wrong, but the new wave of young batsmen coming through seems to have a longer concentration span than most of our current incumbents. Yes, I agree with that, Frank. It appears so. How much credit should be given to Bennett King, Andre Coley? How much credit should we give Bennett King, Andre Coley, and the staff at the West Indies Cricket Academy? If we are going to praise these guys who are coming through the academy, we should also praise the coaches. So we should also praise them. Johnson Charles could save a team at any time by scoring big runs at any time. Okay, Daniel, different opinions again. UAE had a better start today, but West Indies had a better finish. Look, it's cricket, you know. Mohamed Wasim can bat. And Aravindi, I told you that Aravindi scored the second highest number of runs in ODI last year. He scored more than all of those guys. And they didn't play more matches than him. And he scored the second. So he can bat. So there must be a time that when he's going to make some runs. So, and he made what, 60 something today? So he can bat. So I did not watch the start. I knew that once West Indies get the breakthrough, that they were going to wrap it up and we were going to win. I didn't expect them to make 200. Even when they were 150 for 3, I still didn't expect them to make 200. Moti would not have been in the final playing 11 in Zimbabwe, so Charles is a good replacement. Merrick, I think that Moti would be in the final 11 because I think that Moti would have been one of our better bowlers. So again, you and I different opinion, but we're good with that. We don't have a problem with that, just different opinion. Carlton, I am perplexed at the non-selection of Kevin Sinclair. John P. Nicol, remember that I did a video that said that Kevin Sinclair non-selection is unexplainable. It's on the home page. So I'm agreeing with you. I did say that. Jefferson, welcome to the show. Selecting Charles to replace a bowler is an indication that the team was short of informed batsmen. Good point there. Good point. You can read it that way, of course. Well done. Alec Atanez is really a cut above the other youngster. He is. Kevin need to get the quicker and slower balls going. Yes, okay. I hope he continue to improve. He also needs to turn the ball from outside the off stump. And the next time Kevin Sinclair is bowling, I'm going to show this. I'm going to demonstrate to this community why Kevin Sinclair is not turning when he pitches outside the off stump. Atanen's innings look like Brian Lara. Jefferson, you want to put that pressure on the young man? Welcome to the show, Jefferson. You want to put that pressure on the young man? King for man of the series and Atanez of man of the match. Okay, well done. Us, good day. This is not a cruise. Losing 6 wickets. Man of the series is Brandon King. Yes, it was not a cruise, Karis. Karis, go to the interview because the interview will be it will be very shortly. I know the interview will be very shortly. Just let me see if they send the link to the interview. So I'm just checking. Just give me a minute. The interview, yes. Who will be interviewed? Let me see. West Indies defeat UAE. So coming from Cricket West Indies, we will be interviewing Kevin Sinclair and Alec Atanez. Please send questions. Okay, so they'll be interviewing Kevin Sinclair and Alec Atanez. So I'm going to think of a question or two. That interview will soon come up. I thank you for being here. Please flash a like on the video. If you have a question or two, put it in the chat immediately right now. Alec Atanez and Kevin Sinclair are the 2 players that they are going to interview. If you want to send off a question, I will send it off. Just like how I did, I sent off the champion question and it was answered. So send off your question. They're going to interview Kevin Sinclair and Alec Atanez. Put your question in the chat. Let me see. Thank you for being here. Slash a like on the video and click on that subscribe button. Put your question in the chat. Have a great day. And as soon as the interview comes through, I will post it on the home page under the videos, and you'll be able to see that interview. Have a great day. Thank you. One love. Put the questions